Fala galera, tranquilão? Tá tarde, não tá? Mas vamos lá. Hoje eu falei na galera da live de Fortnite que eu não sabia se ia ter live de Final Fantasy, por causa que hoje eu tive uma reunião, então cheguei um pouco tarde. Mas falei, rapaz, vou fazer. Talvez amanhã eu não faça, por causa do que eu falei que ia fazer no negócio do Only Up lá no Fortnite. Então não sei se amanhã eu faço, então vou, cara, eu vou fazer hoje, porque senão eu vou ficar hoje e amanhã sem ter, né? Complicado, complicado. Bora lá?
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Talia trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Show de bola. Isso aí, mano. Dá mole não. Dor e risco. Vamos ganhar uma recompensa aqui por ter feito bastante missão secundária.
How may I help you today, Clive? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Aumenta o dano de combo em 5%. Ah, tem a outra aqui que eu não fiz. Ou eu fiz? Não me lembro. Agora eu não me lembro. O mais fácil vir aqui, né? E aí, brother?
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Beleza. Beleza. Realmente bem perto, hein? Eles estão. Realmente bem pertinho.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Kill their enemies.
It's over.
Easy. Não tão easy quanto eu achei que ia ser, mas easy.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety. The life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Bora lá. Bora. Formar Doris no esconderijo.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Beleza. O Atento do Fogo. Ganhamos um negócio aí. Vamos lá, deixa eu ver esse negócio que eu ganhei aqui. Batistaca qual mesmo? Pô, mano, tô nem usando o batistaca, tá brincando. Aumenta a defesa aqui em 30. Deixa eu ver um negócio aqui. Chamas do Renascer. Ai, caraca. Bora sim. Bora. Tan, 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 tan.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but
Então ele não é um dominante.
an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frost wolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name...
Opa!
Fenrir the Frost Wolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
Entendi.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Vamos aí.
I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Cara, essas expressões faciais me quebram, mano. Ser bem sincero. Essa boquinha se mexendo. Dá uma quebrada pra mim, mano.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Tá, quero saber o que vai ter aí pra mim.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Entendeu? Eu quero saber. Eu quero saber. Eu quero saber o que eu vou poder comprar aqui. Se é um bagulho doido aí, tem que ter alguma coisa aqui pra mim comprar.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a talk.
Falou, Valisteia.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Bora, fi. Bora, fia. Ué.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely be in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
Não.
We, have a guest.
A guest?
Quem? É o tio dele?
For your trouble.
É o tio dele.
It's a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Tio doido. Enquanto isso, Orlas Gêmeas, o saque império de Sombria. Um novo Capitólio Sagrado. Os caras constroem rápido, hein?
Government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us. Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win.
Cara, foi essa criança que foi lá?
Owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Mano, foi a criança que foi lá, mano. Como assim? Como assim essa criança foi lá?
To the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him.
And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Eu quero saber dessa criança aí, mano. Como que é como assim?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Bahamut.
Those tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Cara, qual é dessa criança, mano?
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Falando com o Uncle Byron. Uncle Byron?
It's just one thing after another.
Como que voz me ser está, Uncle Byron? Com everything respect. Como estás, Uncle Byron? Vamos lá no Uncle Byron. Uncle Byron. O que você tá fazendo aqui, velho? Olha como você vai com teu tio, rapaz. Olha como você vai lá com teu tio, rapaz.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Bora ver. O que houve?
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's...
Fala Century Nerd, seja bem-vindo ao canal, mano. Tamo junto, hein?
Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying
Fala, mano, beleza?
sighted off the coast near Port Isolde.
Tranquilo.
To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean
Já eu falo contigo sobre isso aí, hein?
faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light...
Isso aqui é difícil pouquinho de entender. Se não prestar atenção, mano, tu fica doido.
To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Pô, pensei que ia ser pau o Hugo. Na verdade, eu pensei que ele ia se tornar o Titã e ia destruir o castelo todo.
Who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Então, vamos lá. Eu vi muita gente criticando, cara. Criticando um defeito que eu compartilho um pouco. Eu acho que às vezes os diálogos são exagerados. Apesar de que Mano, eu estou achando a história desse jogo muito legal. Esse é o primeiro jogo desse ano que eu joguei, tá, de lançamento. Eu joguei Resident Evil 4 Remake, joguei Street Fighter 6 e estou jogando agora Final Fantasy XVI. É o primeiro jogo desse ano que eu estou com tremenda vontade de platinar. Eu joguei Street Fighter 6, também queria, só que tipo assim, a platina do Street Fighter 6 é ficar jogando online. Pô, mano, aí... Poxa vida, falar a verdade, não me deu muita vontade não de ficar jogando online não. Mano, esse aqui é o primeiro jogo desse ano que eu jogo contando Resident Evil 4 e o Street Fighter, porque foram jogos que eu joguei de lançamento. É o primeiro que eu tô com vontade de platinar. Ah, mas não tem um montão de diálogo. Mano, mas é legal o diálogo, pô. E aí? Ah, mas eu quero jogar, não quero ver filme. Aí, mano, é contigo, é o estilo do jogo, pô. Estilo do jogo. Tem bastante diálogo. E aí, pra mim tá bom. Pra mim eu estou me divertindo.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Thanks.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Bora então. Pô, mano, você vai ter que vai avisar todo mundo. Ah, não, vai falar com o seu tio, né? Beleza. É, avisar todo mundo já é demais, né?
I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Bora. Beleza. Vamos para o deserto Velcry. O deserto Velcry. A República de Dalméquia. Dalméquia.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Oh, Torgoia.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Admira sua disposição, tá, Uncle Barry? Enigma das Areias. Vamos ver o Enigma das Areias, então. Já tem um bichinho ali. Não vai, obviamente, a gente tá vendo a primeira vez aqui, então não vai ter nenhum ponto de viagem rápida, nenhum obelisco. Não vou atacar o bicho se não tiver necessidade. Não tem porquê.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
Me ataquem não, por favor, tá? Não tenho nada contra vocês.
I'm not surprised.
Tô de boa aqui.
It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Calma aí, rapidinho. Bora. $25 Valentine. Galerita ali. Tá, não tem nada pra vender aqui não, né? Se eu bater nele, pensei que se eu bater de repente ele ficar bravo comigo.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
Ah, essa cidade aqui, a gente já viu ela várias vezes na cutscene, no negócio do Cúpica lá. Só que a gente não tinha vindo aqui ainda, né? Chegamos. Ih.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Mas não, cachorro, é lobo, pô. Não tem nada escrito sobre lobo. Tem nada falando de lobo. Nada esquisito, né?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my
O
squire?
quê? O que dele? Ih, a mulher que tá com o Joshua, pô. Bichinho tá dodó, hein?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
É, falaram que tem uma profecia que o cara vai trair. E aí o Joshua quer falar com o maluco. Então provavelmente ele deve trair mesmo.
I'll fetch you some water.
E como o rei, entre aspas, é o vilão, aparentemente ele é o vilão. Se você trair quem tá errado na história, o vilão, você tá certo? Boa pergunta. Se eu traio o vilão da história, eu tô certo? Eu estou tendo a atitude certa? Ou estou tendo a atitude errada só de estar traindo?
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Nossa.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey.
Pô, dá mole demais, cara. Dá mole demais.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Que isso, gente? Só vai conversar.
Travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't
Caraca, só pra
lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Bora. Tchau.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Toma. É, foi um pouco difícil. Quase que eu morro. Também na apelação pura, né? Pão, tom, 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 tom.
For your trouble.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Ó quem é. É brother. Quem é essa menina que do nada começou a ajudar? Do nada é que a gente saiba, né? A gente não sabe por quê.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
bichinho tá ruim. O que isso? Quer dizer que ele tá por perto?
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Isso. Distante. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The road.
O que é isso aqui vermelho aqui? Que roda fatal. Tá, a gente tem que seguir em frente.
Their guest is in the Fang.
Ih, galerinha tá no portão. Galera, tem que passar aí.
They've closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Como que você vai fazer isso? Agora eu quero saber como que você vai fazer isso.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime.
Pessoa ali. Vamos, deixa eu ver aqui.
Are you looking for something in particular?
O que você tem pra mim? Não é melhor do que o que eu tenho. Não é melhor do que o que eu tenho. Não.
My thanks.
Isso aqui eu não sei direito para que eu pego. Mas eu tô pegando já que é barato. Eu tenho dinheiro. Não quero adicionar nova música.
An excellent choice.
Tá, não vou vender nada não.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths,
our markets and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Eu acho que ele conhece, hein? Sei lá, hein? Sei lá. Fala com a cidadã aqui, cidadã.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Ih, calma aí, moça. Isso eu queria comprar. Agora eu não comprava mais.
Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Beijo da Urze.
Sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience.
Será?
Believe you me.
Maybe.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchants.
Esse cara deve saber.
Baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
E aí, vamos na casa de banho, será?
Sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Wait, incense! What?
Fala, brother.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Ô, meu irmão, aí complica a minha vida, né?
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
Aí,
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Que isso, rapaz? Aí vocês tomam de primeiro assim, ó, ó. Olha só. Tá vendo a treta que vocês arrumam? Só pra arrebentar logo de uma vez logo, rápido. Over. Ares, defeat my enemies. Carinha com mão no pescoço, mão no cotovelo.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Ao lar do lazer.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Lar do lazer. Papai do céu. Vamos lá ver esse negócio.
Needed to a silken soft. Take a sniff, good sir.
Vamos ver o seguinte. Já que já tá tarde, já lá começou tarde, ficou pequenininha, né? Mas é isso aí. Amanhã, não sei se amanhã vai dar, cara, porque amanhã eu falei, galera, eu vou fazer uma live diferente de Fortnite. Então se for amanhã, a gente volta a partir daqui. Se não for, quarta-feira à tarde. Se não for quarta-feira à tarde, a gente volta com Final Fantasy XVI. Galera, muito obrigado. Até o próximo vídeo, até a próxima live. Valeu.